staying in Springfield. I have a very old, very personal debt to collect.
What happens when Homer and Flanders get involved with the wrong kind of people? The story begins with Flanders' grandfather, who was a cop. In the flashback, Ned and his grandfather are at the barber shop when the Sislak brothers' mafia arrive, appearing to start a fight. After the barber takes Ned outside, the brothers give his grandfather a bribe. To keep up appearances, he punches one of the brothers out of the window and then goes with them to enjoy drinks at a pub before heading to the Prestige Motel to earn his cut. At the motel, a deal between the Sislak brothers and the capital city mob goes south, leading to a shootout over the bag of money. The grandfather manages to survive just as the police arrive and hides the money in the trees. However, a mob star named Costas shows up, demanding the cash. Before the grandfather can reveal the hiding spot, he slips on ice and accidentally stabs himself on Costas's knife. Costas records the debt in his book and escapes as the police crash into a tree, causing it to fall and tumble away. In the present day, a rich Texan gets chased by a group of debt collectors led by Costas Becker. In a brutal scene, they catch up to him and ultimately kill him, setting the tone for the dangerous world Ned and Homer are about to enter. Ned Flanders, out doing his usual good deeds by picking up litter, stumbles upon Homer, who's performing community service for telling the judge where to shove his parking tickets. Ned falls, bumps into a log, and discovers a bag filled with money at the bottom of a slope. The exact amount was $173,296. Ned, always the moral compass, debates with himself about what to do with the money. He reflects on advice from his grandfather, Sheriff Flanders, who once helped a thief by giving him money to buy bread, teaching Ned the importance of charity and empathy. With this in mind, Ned donates all the money to St. Giles Orphanage, wanting to honor his grandfather's memory. However, when the press catches wind of the donation, they give Ned all the credit, much to his discomfort. Meanwhile, Costas Becker, the leader of the debt collectors, recognizes the exact amount of money from his ledger and discovers that Ned was the one who found the money. After finishing off the rich Texan, he decides to stay in Springfield to collect what he believes is his due, the $173,296 learned from Ned Flanders. Costas's henchmen, Seamus and Colette, hunt for Ned, starting with the android's dungeon and baseball card shop. They intimidate comic book guy, who, in a panic, calls Fit Fat Tony, demanding protection. However, Fit Fat Tony is indifferent to his plea. At the First Church of Springfield, Ned is praised for his generosity, but soon finds himself face to face with Costas. The ruthless debt collector makes it clear that Ned now owes him, as the money Ned found belongs to him. Ned is briefly rescued by Barbara Belfry, who steps in with the orphans. Grateful for her help, Ned agrees to go on a date with her to the Springfield winter markets. However, Costas isn't far behind, having ripped a page from Ned's Bible to find his home address. As Ned and Barbara's date progresses, Homer interrupts them, claiming he bought their love in a selfish plea to get his hands on the money. The crowd boos Homer, and he ends up in the drunk rink as punishment. Meanwhile, Costas's gang heads to 742 Evergreen Terrace, mistaking Homer's house for Ned's. They paralyze Homer after distracting him with the rich Texan's severed face, thinking he's their target. Back at Costas's lair, Homer, now tied up, is revealed to be the wrong man. Costas calls Ned, giving him 24 hours to return the money or Homer dies. Desperate, Ned lies to Marge when she comes searching for her husband. Knowing that getting the police involved would endanger Homer's life, Marge continues her search for Homer while Fit Fat Tony confronts Costas at Krusty Burger, leading to a violent shootout. Iconic Springfield characters like Mr. Burns, Disco Stew, and Legs are among the casualties, turning the normally comedic environment of Springfield into a grim crime scene. Costas grows increasingly frustrated with his incompetent henchmen, particularly Seamus, but underscores Costas's dangerous volatility as he inches closer to his final confrontation with Ned. The story continues as part 2. Marge rushes to report Homer's kidnapping to Chief Wiggum, while Ned is left grappling with his next move, how to save Homer and repay his debt. Meanwhile, Seamus and Colette, who are holding Homer hostage in the rich Texan's house, get into a heated argument about their failing marriage. Homer stokes the fire, and in the chaos, they accidentally set the house ablaze. Just as the flames threaten Homer's life, Marge arrives to rescue him. During the same time, Ned breaks into the orphanage to steal back the money he had donated earlier. He's caught by Barb, the orphanage worker, but manages to slip away with the money. Barb retaliates by throwing an American flag through his windshield, causing Ned to crash into Marge and Homer's car. In a pivotal moment, Homer must choose between saving Ned or the money. Choosing the money, he severely burns his arm, which shocks Marge. Despite his injury, Homer is hailed as a hero in Springfield, while Ned is branded as a selfish criminal trying to steal back the money. As Ned flees, Costas ominously warns him via phone call that revenge will come when he least expects it. Fast forwards 3 years later. Homer is celebrated as a hero and the owner of a successful car dealership. Despite their public image, Homer and Marge's marriage is strained, with Marge secretly believing Homer to be the most selfish man in the world. Meanwhile, the Flanders family has left Springfield, and their abandoned home is vandalized. Homer, in disguise, travels deep into the forest to visit the Flanders' secluded cabin, where he has been secretly delivering food and supplies. Ned, now paranoid and fearing Costas's return, asks Homer if he was followed. Before they can react, a furious Marge storms in, upset that Homer has been sneaking away, think he has been cheating on her. After seeing his good deed, she forgives him for his past selfishness. Just as things seem to calm down, Costas bursts through the door, but the group escapes through an underground tunnel. In a climactic chase, Costas and Ned face off on a frozen pond. The intense fight ends with Costas falling beneath the ice and drowning. With the threat eliminated, life returns to normal, but the emotional scars remain.